Hello everybody. Still working on the coupe. I'm starting to shape the pieces for the vinyl top. There's some metal pieces. There's two strips that go along the top here, or it's a two-piece strip that goes along the front and a two-piece strip that goes along the back. And then the original one had metal rain gutters, but I got the aftermarket aluminum ones, and I've got to bend this little curve there in those also. And these also have curves too. They're steel. I have an idea that I'm gonna see if I can use it to make those bends, but I have what came with the coupe when I bought it, and what there is previous person just took some aluminum and drilled holes and bent it. And I used this piece as a pattern to make this wood form block, and then I bought reproduction, the original style two-piece. You've got this that nails on to the header wood, and then this strip covers the nails. So my idea here is to put the two pieces together, heat this area here, try to make that bend. So we'll see how it goes. Alright, well, I pulled it off my board, and it looks like it's pretty good shape. So what I'm going to do now is just trim the ends here a little long maybe, so that once I get everything else done I can trim up to the right height. Well, it's kind of hard to show because the tripod's not very tall, but it's pretty close in the shape. And I think once I get down to the final trimming and stuff, I'll be able to just bend this over by hand a little bit to close up that little bit of a gap there. So I think that's pretty good for now for this piece. The back strip, what I'm going to do is have it clamped in the center. I'm going to raise it up, get this kind of red hot, and then try to pull and bend it to this line. Alright, I think that worked pretty good. That cool down. I'm gonna go ahead and start doing the vinyl top now, and so far what I've done is I just marked like the center line on the bows, then got the center of the chicken wire, and I went from back to front, stapling, pulling tight in the center, and then as I'm working my way forward I'm just pulling at like a 45-degree angle, everything nice and tight. Working my way one side of the bow and then the other side of the bow, and then this side, that side, this side, that side, just working my way forward that way. And then I'm leaving the staples out a little bit from the side so I can trim this, and then I'll go ahead and run the staples on the edge when I'm done with trimming. So anyway, that's how it's going right now. It's getting there. Alright, got the chicken wire all stapled down, and after I stapled it down I went around and hit all the staples and wires with my little tack hammer and make sure everything is down nice and tight so nothing snags the fabric. Took some polyester batting that I got at Joann's and cut it the size of the opening all the way around to cover the chicken wire. And then I took masking tape and went along and marked where I'll be able to put my nails, this blue line here. So I'll go up from there and I'll know whether it's wood or metal. And then areas where like there was a big hole or something, I just marked it off to the side to where I could get that part of the wood. And I did that all the way around, make little notes and stuff, so I'll know where my nailers are for my vinyl and then also the rain gutter. Well, after laying the top on, I think that my batting is a little bit too thick and it would make it kind of poofy on the top, a little too poofy. I think I'll run down to Joann's sometime this week and get some thinner batting and recut that. Alright, I have my batting on top of the chicken wire and all trimmed to the edges all the way around. And then up front there's a really tiny little divot right here. I have it trimmed to where it's just underneath that. Alright, so I put the top on and pushed it outside so the sun can warm it up, make it nice and pliable so I can stretch the top nice and tight. Okay, so far I've just put in a few nails. I started in the center, put 2 outside of that, and then I keep working my way out both sides, kind of pulling the fabric forward and off to the side a little bit, keeping it nice and tight, and also doing the same thing in the back. I'm just going to work my way out. Okay, I got the front tacked out to about 6 inches from the edge, and I'm going to stop there. You'll notice that I haven't driven these nails down. They're easy to remove. Like I'm going to have to remove these right here because there's a little bit of a bump right there. And in the back, I stopped about where the body seam is, and now I'm going to I started right about where the door seam is, pulling down and slightly back, tacking in there. Now I'm going to work this corner and nail all that in. Alright, I got the back corners tacked, and it's going to be cut off right here, so really all I'm worried about is this upper area. This is just extra flap. So got that in. So far it's coming out really nice. Nice and smooth on top in this corner. Anyway, looking good. Alright, so I've got the front corners done. It's all tacked in place all the way around. Pretty happy with the way it is. The tension's okay. I didn't want to pull it too tight with being so warm, but it's, you know, it's good. So now I can go ahead and go around and set the nails home. Well, I thought I'd show you the process that I have to do for each one of these nails to set them. So, earlier I pulled it taut and I tacked them in there. Now I got to pull each nail one at a time. Drill the wood. The oak I put in there is really hard, so it was bending nails and stuff, so pre-drill it, put the nail back in, get it close with my tack hammer. But if you hit the vinyl with the tack hammer, it tears it. So I use the nail set, then rub my finger across there, see if it's flush. And move on to the next one. It's taken quite a while, but that's all I have left is that 2/3 of the front. It's getting there. Alright, finally got it tacked all the way around. Now I need to go around and trim this edge and figure out how to get the metal molding here and then the rain gutters on. So I'm attaching the rain gutter strip, which is actually, the rain gutter actually snaps onto this strip and then covers these screw holes. I decided to go with number 4 screws and countersink each one. That way there I can get it all fitted up and remove it and paint it black and then put it back on pretty easily. It takes a long time to drill and countersink and screw in all these screws, but it'll allow me to paint it off the car, so that'll be nice. So far so good. I got this side and the other side done. Now I got to start working on these top pieces. Alright, got the rain gutter mounting strips all countersunk and screwed in, painted and countersunk and screwed in. And I went ahead and painted and nailed the other mounting strip here. I used nails there because there's not much room between here and the little cap strip, so the screw heads would be too high and there's not enough metal there to countersink them, so I just used nails. Got that in there now. So I need to trim this and then do the front. Alright, got all the excess trimmed off the front and everything. You can still see a little bit of the white padding. I'm not sure what to do about that. I may put a really small bead of sealant in there anyway. Not sure yet. But anyway, all I have left to do now is to put the little cover strips on them. I've got it painted. I've got the covers painted. They're just drying right now. Okay, so the top is pretty much done, except I've been battling with the rain gutter piece, the actual rain gutter piece that snaps onto this, for about 3 to 4 hours now, and it's just not gonna work. It's not snapping on. I've tried everything I could think of, and I don't think I'm gonna be able to go with the rain gutter. Might have to change to like the Hitem welt or something where you just fold itself over, because the rain gutters I cannot get them to snap on. For some reason there's just no way it's gonna work. So anyway, that's how it is for now until I get some Hitem welt. Came out pretty good. Alright, well finally got the top done. Those rain gutters really kicked my butt, but I finally got them. Got the rain gutters on. Still need to figure out the trim pieces. The ones I got didn't fit. Top is on. Yeah, I'd have to say that was not a fun project. But anyway, it's done and good, and the coupe is pretty much how I want it now. There's only a couple tiny little things that I want to get done, like a shifter boot and a parking brake boot, but those are just tiny little projects. But other than that, it's pretty much done. Thanks for watching.